diametrically opposed programs who will meet again to continue a rivalry that has had everything from Heisman statements to pepper spray at midfield. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on last year's national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Buckeyes will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Wolverines offense will have the football first. Last time these two met, Ohio State didn't just fight that team across the field. They pretty much knocked them out, stomping Michigan.
Yeah, it was a heavyweight knockout, too. They were throwing haymakers right from the opening bell. We know that Ohio State recruits at such a high caliber, and they're consistently pumping guys into the NFL. First-round talent as well. Last year's game, all of their best players, they showed up there.
And Michigan had no answer, and now does Michigan have an answer this year? Because it's another talented Buckeye team. Every year you're going to play the Buckeyes, they're going to be talented. Michigan has to make the game physical. Michigan has to play their brand of football if they want to change the outcome.
Punts it out of the air. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Wolverines racing to the line in a hurry-up. To the air, it's long. Looking to the big tight end. The short hands, it's Harper. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Finds his tight end. Brings into the open. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Leaves it with the back. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. So Ohio State's offense has its first opportunity of the day. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Quickly to the tight end. At the 35, he's open. His defense giving up ground as he's
some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Using his feet to buy time. Finds a man on the right. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
This guy reminds you a little bit of Devontae Smith back in Alabama winning the Heisman. This guy makes plays week in, week out. Top 5 right now in the nation.
And he runs in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
He'll return it. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
To throw, it's long. Finds the tight end. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. And the Wolverines are in the hurry-up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground and gets upfield. And he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the 1st.
Running to the left. Plows through the defense.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Under fire. Whips it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Oh, he's got some space. Man, a defender missed. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
And he'll just get rid of that one. These two first squared off in 1897, and this rivalry is almost like a history of the sport itself.
So much history, so much tradition. I mean, I can go back to 2006 when they were 1 and 2 in the country. You know, like these games really...
There he goes! Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And it's runs like that, man, where he just shows you a little bit of everything that is the reason why he's in the Heisman race. Like, this dude leads the nation in rushing for a reason. They hand him the football a lot. They trust him, and he continues to deliver and make big play after big play. This dude is an absolute superstar.
He'll step out of bounds at about the 11. going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Got it. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Rushes on him. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open, I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude.
There he goes. Oh, what a cut. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Wolverines want to move quickly.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in. They've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. That's caught. It's Rich. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team. The Wolverines send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Throws for the tight end. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There was a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Got room to work. That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Back to pass, it's long. They get to him as he throws. Wide open downfield. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent, making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
And off from the shotgun. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. And the Wolverines are rolling down the field. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll leave it with him. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. It's complete to the left. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down, if you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
A quick pass to the left. Looking for room at the 25. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Anytime the ball goes in the air towards him, I feel like it's his. Like, there are no 50-50 balls. He just makes plays game after game, play after play, and you see him featured in this offense for a reason. He's one of the best in the country, not just at the wide receiver position, period. This guy's in the Heisman Trophy conversation as a receiver.
The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert 3rd and short. Fighting off the defender. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the 1st down.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time.
He'll take a deep shot here. Got it inside the tag. Touchdown, Ohio State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
To the ground with the back. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get 1st downs, and then hopefully move the football.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play some.
Dropping back, it's long. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. The Wolverines decide to punt it away. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Under fire. Going to try to get it himself. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Blasted as he lets it go. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Pulls it in. It's Sims. Turning. Got enough space. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Snags it over the middle. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Rich. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when the Wolverines and Buckeyes get together, and a fun first half to boot. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Michigan and Ohio State plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Wolverines will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. He now has 80 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. Nice move to keep running. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And the Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Snagged in the middle. It's Sims. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Well, I know everyone expected this guy to put up big numbers, but I don't know if anyone thought he could go for over 2,000 receiving yards on the year, but he did with that last catch. Wow.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Quarterback making checks. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Hauls it in. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. The Buckeyes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now on 2nd and goal. Tries Tries again to get it in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And they've been able to get within 2 yards. Now will they try to throw it in for the score? Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Ohio State is dotting Michigan's eye as the Buckeyes are firmly in control.
And Ohio State, you know, they've let a few get away from their rival in Michigan, and they're trying to get that back. So they came into this one with a chip on their shoulder. They're not always used to being in that position when they play against Michigan. But, David, in the second half here, it's all Buckeyes.
Yeah, and you know you got to be physical. When you play the Wolverines, you know the type of brand that they play. Ohio State has matched that physicality. They have been ready. They were ready for the game, and they've handled business.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. Looking for a man. It's Long. Finds his big tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Quick strike complete. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He'll sneak it. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the first down.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Charcoal. They'll give it to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to throw, it's Long. Floats it out in space. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get them to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. And the Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Looking for a crease. It's Gage. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job.
Holds it in, the first down and more. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football...
Touchdown, Ohio State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, when you've got a quarterback that has this type of ability, there's no question what your strategy is going to be week in, week out, right? They want to throw the football. They want to hurt you with their ability to push it downfield through the air. 3 passing TDs in this one already.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. This drive will open from the 15. Got the quick completion. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air, it's long. Grab near the marker, it's Rich. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
That's a first down for the offense.
They'll try the run. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. He's got it on the right. He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this 3rd and short. Give to the back. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. And the Wolverines will call on their punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Cover guys do their job and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Give him 114 yards on the ground, and he just continues to turn in productive performance after productive performance. That's how you lead the nation in rushing.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute, you got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks now back to work. They've been running it, but now the pass. Tight end finds a soft spot.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to throw. It's Toure. Makes the catch.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23. The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Bully ball on 3rd and short. It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on first down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He's got an open man. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. To the air on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Caught near the sidelines. Will pick up a few before going out of bounds.
When you run this out route, you know you're starting to get close to the sidelines. I know I got to start slowing down and find a way to drag or get one toe, a pinky toe, a big toe, whatever I can inbounds. Nice effort, nice catch, way to keep something in bounds.
He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. The corners are walked up tight. Looking to throw again. He's got it. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Use the play fake. Now to throw. With the catch, it's Harper.
It's a nice job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And the Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quick release by the QB. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. On first down from the 13-yard line. Quick completion on the out route. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Kane. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
It This is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. The Buckeyes backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Oh, they're after him. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
And the offensive line has to do a better job protecting their man. It's 4th down. He needs some time to make a play. The defense brings the blitz, beats the offensive line, and gets the big sack.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking for space. It's Gage. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the back. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. With the clock running, this should be the final play. From the gun, give on the inside. And he'll be tackled, and that'll bring us to the end of the game. The game may be the best rivalry in college